joining me for your September Astro Tarot forecast. I'm shuffling a new deck. It is the French Tarot de Marseille, and I'm getting used to it. It's beautiful. Beautiful lavender on the back. I'll be shuffling this through the astrological portion of this. And I wanted to thank you for choosing me for your readings and for subscribing to this channel and for your support on social media, on Instagram and otherwise. So let's get to it. On the 5th of September, this is your birthday month, so happy solar return. Mercury, your ruling planet, now direct, moves into your sign. So on the 5th, you have the assistance of the planet of communication and understanding and intellect and data, information, all that analysis, which you love. You could analyze something to the death of it. This is working for you. You're tending to your details, chores, errands, all things are running smoothly as opposed to when Mercury was retrograde for you. And on the 9th, Venus moves into Scorpio. The third house of communications is being replenished, and Venus is harmony, so there's a balance and a harmony to your sibling relationships, and there's also an attraction in your communication style. The way you're speaking to people is warm and bringing them in towards you. Our new moon occurs on the same day, on the 9th, and the new moon is at 17 degrees of your sign. So this is your new moon. Mercury and the new moon will be conjunct on the 9th. And this is the first house of self. So please, that day, if you do anything, make sure it's positive and productive and for the betterment of your health and well-being. This is where you want to start a new routine and a new approach to your lifestyle, and the healthiest approach that you can think of. On the 10th, Mars enters Aquarius. He was there in May, but he retrograded into Capricorn, but now he's officially back in your 6th house of health and maintenance through the 15th of November, where Virgo can tend to all physical activity, routines, health checkups, personal fitness instructors. Tending to all body maintenance is powerful with Mars there and important. Avoid cosmetic surgery from September 10th through November 15th, and that even includes Botox and treatments, because Mars rules needles and blood, and you don't want to not heal as quickly. And there's a risk that you take when Mars is in the 6th house. So just tend to the body in natural ways. Sweat. Get on the treadmill or walk or the elliptical trainer or do your weight routines, all of that stuff, because that has a really powerful impact on the body, and you could see better results in this time period. On the 21st, Mercury moves out of your sign and enters Libra, where this also works for you. This is the money sector. So those Virgo writers, journalists, editors, actors, public speakers, speech teachers, foreign language teachers, all of that could earn you money. All things mercurial could see an influence in your wallet. So even tending to the budget of your money and going over where all of your spending habits are and where your money's going, getting a fine grasp on your wealth is important here, Virgo and Virgo rising. And please watch your ascendant forecast. It's more accurate to your astrology. And watch your moon sign so you can get a full dose of your cosmos. The sun enters Libra on the 22nd, following Mercury. So the 2nd house of money and self-worth and self-confidence is shining for Virgo and Virgo rising. Confidence levels are strong, and getting rid of self-deprecation or negative thoughts is important, negative speech. On the 24th, we have our full moon at 2 degrees of Aries. Closure, in the 8th house of where you were intimate, the 8th house of sex. And there's also a closure for Virgo. It could be for some of you, the 8th house is death, is release. Some of you have heard that someone has passed and you need to tend to that. This is also an end to shared resources with someone. Closing the door on your previous marriage or the money you held in partnership could happen around this full moon on the 24th. Let's get to the tarot though, for your birthday month, half of it, and see what comes up for you. And if you'd like a private reading with me, I read all through the week at audreyalison.com. You can select your desired reading length there, and I'll get back to you in an email in a day or two to set it up. Also, my links are below for my Vimeo on-demand medium messages. And the song that you hear, the introductory song, is a song that I wrote and recorded, and that's also available for download at bandcamp.com. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here are your cards for the month of September. Valet d'Épée, which is the Page of Swords. This is a piece of information coming to you. There's an awareness here. The page is the messenger, especially of swords. This is mercurial energy. So let's see what else we've got. 7 of Swords. Maybe someone said something you didn't like. This is harsh. This is a harsher card. And describing the message, it would say you needed to stand up for something. You need to stick up for yourself. You didn't like someone's opinion or critique. Someone critiqued Virgo, and you need to defend verbally what this is. Or someone left you a message and it left a bad taste in your mouth. Oh, look at this. Le Monde. This is the world. I love, love, love this. This is the only reading I've pulled this so far. I'm halfway through. Everything that you've worked for can still be yours. Nothing says that anything's over. And the world is your oyster here. The world is a successful card. It's the most benevolent energy we have in the tarot, in addition to the sun. It's the highest major arcana card, number 21. And it's a card of goals and accomplishment. So don't give up on yourself. And la luna, the moon, the world and the moon. Wow. The eclipses we experienced in August could set Virgo up for their successes. And the outcome card, wow, death. Releasing the past, changing the future. And some of you have experienced loss, although it wasn't next to the 10 of Swords, so I didn't immediately think of someone dying. What I see is 3 major arcana cards next to each other, and you're going through some strong change in your life. And the Wheel of Fortune, or not the wheel, the world is at the center of this. And then the moon, and then release. Release, oh yes, honey. Full moon in the 8th house. The moon in the 8th house. This is the card of the 8th house, which is Scorpio in the tarot on the solar wheel. So look at that. When the full moon comes around in the sector of release, it's time to pay attention to that. And well, the sector of release is the 12th house, but the 8th house is endings and death and closure. So you could put to bed what has pained you and what has made you feel defensive. And perhaps this message in the beginning is the message of someone's loss, or the suggestion that someone wants a divorce. Please know that at the center of all this, you are taken care of and you are loved, and there's always a brighter future if you say so. If you say so, so it is done. Virgo, I hope that you find peace and beautiful comfort in your birthday. I love you. I'm wishing you a beautiful month of September. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.